There we go. Alright, so there's 3 stream elements, so it looks like, PSN chat's working nicely. That's probably mobile dashboard, I assume. I don't know if it's like, I just noticed like stream elements. Like I just randomly realized that fucking like stream elements is showing a completely different game, completely different name and all that, but I guess I can't. I guess I can't be too surprised. Yeah, I say that's like, I guess I can't be like too surprised per se because um because I pretty much did a thing where it was like I set the title with like the exclamation point set title command in my chat because I didn't really feel like going to Stream Manager and then like having my getting my chat and all that stuff, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get started nonetheless. So, hey yo, so as always, everyone, hey yo, my fellow Romo Maniacs. It's Mr. Romo Roses here, and welcome to a bit of a random installment of Weapons Mod Wednesday. So, originally this was supposed to be my day off for this week because this is my active week of streaming, and everything, but I was having problems out the ass yesterday aka Tuesday. Um, cause like for one, um, PSN was being a bit of an ass. Um, and everything. It's like it would like it was being a bit of an ass, where it was like it was for some fucking reason, like set me to be appearing offline, even though I don't do that. And no matter like how many times I tried to fucking um no matter how many times I try to fucking you know set like appear online and all that, it's like it's like like it's it's still set like like it's forcing me to to do that stuff, right? um and I was just kind of like, originally I was gonna be like doing a thing where I was like, oh, I'm gonna just probably like a bit of an Elden Ring and chill type playthrough, because I was wanting to play as my friend Pei, and go around the DLC looking for cookbooks because, as I technically said before, um, Pei is pretty much like the one character that I want to try and get a lot of stuff from, a lot of stuff with, so it's like from like cookbooks to um, like Wonders Physic tier things, and then some. But every single time, like I try to be like, oh, I'm gonna, like send my gold sign out, maybe everything will be fine. I got like either like a failed to create summon sign or like a message basically saying that it's returning me to the lobby. And then I was like, well, I guess maybe I'll try Dead by Daylight or something like that, And when I tried that, my my PSN chat was not functioning. Like it's like literally my fucking PSN chat was not functioning properly, or anything. To be like, oh, we can build to show like what's on your chat, what's going on in your chat, everything, and if you want, and just kind of really put it out there, like I'm putting in random emotes. It's kind of like just do some testing every now and then. But like, yeah, basically it's like I couldn't be able to how I couldn't be able to see what's going on in my chat. Um, let alone it seemed like I couldn't really be able to get into a game because I think like I think like after I had I think it was like after my stream attempt of doing Dead by Daylight. I think like I was just like I think I was just like really curious, be like, hey, is it possible to build somehow still go into a game while everything's going this that and the other. Um, and I remember going into a killer game, but like when it did the thing, I was like, oh, found match, joining match and all that. I was like, I was stuck in like an infinite loading, like a loading thing. But and then earlier and then like around, I think it was around like 3 a.m. or something like that. Had a storm going on, and I think it was kind of like fucking around with my power and everything like that. Well, not really my power, but like my internet connection stuff. Um, because I don't know if you guys have ever, I don't know if you guys ever like noticed about like like certain symbols, but like for me, there's like this little thing where it's like when you know you have internet and you have like a little like a computer screen icon looking thing, that lets you know that you have internet. But if you don't have internet, you got like a world icon with like a little bit like a, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a circle thing with like a slice through the middle, pretty much like no, none of this or whatever. So, but I figured I would try my luck on doing a stream today, and hopefully everything's behaving itself, from like my internet and PlayStation and all that. And I'm going to just maybe play some Doom. Mostly play some classic Doom. What I'm doing is I'm going to be trying to see about maybe like finishing up um, the finale of Season 2 with the Dusk Demake mod, which for those that don't know what that is, it's essentially like a NBA 21 slash vanilla type of mod where it brings the weapons from a game called Dusk into classic Doom. And the creator, hold on. And the creator of the mod pretty much made a version that could be used to play like vanilla style. One of the quote unquote like best examples of this is playing on the Doom plus Doom 2 port, also known as the Kix port, which is what I'm using to play this song. Oh, I hear a Cyber Demon. But yeah, like pretty much, I was just like so annoyed with everything, like not wanting to work properly, and I just ended up like not doing a stream. I can't even remember if I actually got rid of the past stream attempts, but I'm more likely to be finding that out after this stream. Alright, so for this level in particular, we need to find some keys. Now, as you can see, there's yellow, red, and the blue thing here, right? So, normally you would think like, oh, you get, all three keys, like find all three keys, open this up, and go from there. In reality, all you need to do is, at least, like the main goal is you want to try and find the red key because, red key, as you can see here, takes up, two bars, two spaces, if you will. And secondary thing is like if you could both find like either a yellow or a blue key, you could be like, oh, okay, I'm like, okay, I can go, come here now, I can go to, do all this, that, and the other, and I can go leave the level. So, yeah. Which is kind of nice, because it kind of saves you like a little bit of time. So yeah. But yeah, pretty much I'm playing this mod, Ultra Violence, which is like like the hardest difficulty, type thing that there is. I'm also playing this with extra multiplayer items, which also involves enemies and things like that as well. Like for example, Cyber Demon that stomping all over the place in that one little area. He's not normally known to be in that little particular spot. Classic circus racing. There we go. Okay. So, took care of Cyber Demon. So again, like I said, it's not really supposed to be in this level. I'd say like the one thing about it, like adding extra enemies and stuff like that is, well, at least from what I can really say, is that they basically have made it to where it's like they basically made it where it's like there are a random, like in random areas, you're more likely to see like boss type enemies. Alright, so blue key, so there's a blue key thing there. I think there's a key up in this little area where that Arachnotron's at. Stairs or steps, whatever you want to call it. Okay, can't open that inch away. To be honest with you, I've always been like slightly fucking confused. Like every time I come in this little area, like I've always been confused as to how the fuck you're supposed to, like get out of here. Because I think like what's supposed to happen is, something's supposed to like raise like right here, kind of like make like a little like, I don't know if it's like a bridge or like a platform thing or something like that. And I think like this thing right here is supposed to be like some sort of elevator. There we go. Oh wait. No, I think this thing. I think it's. Okay, never mind. Forget what I'm saying. Yeah. So you do that. Alright, so we got the red key, which is the main thing of, what we need. Now, if we can either find a yellow or a blue, we'll be in business. Like, we'll literally be in business. Yeah. But yeah, another thing I'm kind of like doing in a way is, I'm playing this pretty much as retro as I can because I figure that it's like, hey, you know, like have like it'd be like, hey, like have like a like the original like resolution, you know, retro type feel. Um, I can though play this widescreen, but the one slight issue that I kind of have with it is on like on the top left. Because sometimes things can get a little bit, sometimes things can kind of get a little bit, that's what I'm looking for, cut off. So yeah. Okay. Okay, Berserk's always nice. So... Yeah, that's how, oh yeah, I forgot this. I can't remember how long it took me, but apparently this is a little like, this is like a little secret thing, and this is also like a way to, this is like a little way to get over to that area over there. So... Zhung, zhung. Yeah, the sickle things here, you know, definitely can be pretty nice. The one thing I do kind of miss though, in a sense, is, this happened in like, an old, like an older version of the port and everything like that, but I remember a ton, but I remember like whenever I was playing with the Titan remake, which is like a Doom 2016 weapons mod, you know, that's you know be made for like Indian ports and whatnot. I shit you not, like I remember a time where I think it's like whenever you get to Berserk, then you can go like you can print then like it's pretty like a thing where it's like if you get to Berserk, with the mod, you can basically like one shot anything. Like you can one shot, you know, like for example, you can one shot a Cyber Demon, Spider Mastermind, you know, Hell Knight, Echo, you know, all those, pretty much like anything. It's like oh, that's so fun. Hell, even fucking cat goes. Oh. For some reason, I thought there was like a fucking... For some reason I thought there was like an invisible wall here. So not really gonna worry about those boils. Ow. Alright. Now I can get out of here. Get some health. And yeah. Diamond. So yeah, you can see that thing here, you know, takes up 2 spots. So all you gotta do is get like 1 extra key and then you're done. Alright. Go ahead and delete that because I was pretty much playing another mod that I may or may not try in the future, which is called, I think it's like Revenant Bus, even though it's like, even though it's like a thing based on the whole like desert bus thing, and I don't know like how long it would fucking take, you know, for me to somehow like complete that. Hit that. Yeah, because I wanted to be able to do that so I could be able to at least get the Berserk. I've also been kind of like doing some slight experimentation per se because because I've been trying to do a bit of a thing where I have my stream up a bit more in quality without it being like fucking in HD, if that makes any sense. Because I think when I have it on is around like, I think it's like what, fucking 540p or something like that, because I was always going to be doing a thing where I was like, I would play it around like 360p at most, because, you know, because I know like sometimes, you know, like not everyone can be able to watch streams in like, you know, like 720 or 1080p or whatever. Especially like for me, like I always watch streams around like 360p at most because like I don't really care. I don't really care about like, you know, the quality that much, to where it's like, oh, like everything's being so crisp and, you know, this, that, and the other. It's like, as long as I can be able to see, which normally I can, you know, then it's like, you know, no harm, no foul, really. Alright, so this level, this one's kind of infamous in a way because it has to where you have like I think it's like Cyber Demon over there where my crosshairs at, and a Spy Mastermind over there. And if you can get lucky, then you could probably be able to. Yeah, if you can get lucky, you could probably they'll make it to where, you know, they might fight. And sometimes you never know exactly who's gonna win. In this case, it was the Cyber Demon. Oh, I hear an Archvile. Kill the Archvile. Thankfully no demons were resurrected. And we have successfully telefragged the Cyber Demon. Okay, we want to wait for that to go all the way down because that has a bit of a damaging floor. Yeah, because we're kind of low on health. You know, it would that be wise? Also, I'm gonna blue screen you guys real quick because I just want to check something. Just want to check and see, you know, like if everything is, just want to check and see if, you know, fucking PSN is behaving itself. Okay. Everything seems good. You know what I just randomly realized? Apparently, at least from my knowledge, like, once you get into this area, like, not this little spot that I'm in, but like, in this little area, this little general area, apparently I think you can't be able to really go back. Because I could have got that fucking, soul sphere. No, I guess not, I guess I can't. I'm not gonna worry about all that. You are at the corrupt heart of the city, surrounded by the corpses of your enemies. You see no way to destroy the creature's entryway on this side, so you clench your teeth and plunge through it. There must be a way to close it on the other side. What do you care if you got to go through hell to get to it? Alright. Alright, so yeah, map 21, this is Nirvana. Okay, so 2 teleporters here. One's gonna take you to... One's gonna take you to one area, one's gonna take you to the other, obviously. I'm trying to think about like how to explain this. So, one area is gonna have like I think like shotgunners and revenants. Another one's gonna be like an area that's like a slime pit area, that's like full of. And I think like the other area is gonna be like a slime pit type of area where it's gonna be like full of slime. It's gonna be like a lot of enemies on like I don't know if it was like rocks or mountains or whatever. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, like this whole thing right here. Actually, hold on. So, yeah, you know, this is pretty much like the way that you would want to go to, if we get to the end level, but I'm gonna go here first. Because we need to get a key, because if you notice, hold on. Let's try to think about this. This way. I was so close about like the quick saving until I realized there was a fucking shotgunner there. Okay, hold on. Ow. Fucking homing rockets. Alright. So that's gonna lower that. Now apparently like there's a way you can kind of like I think like soft lock yourself to where you know you can't be able to you know, like get up here. But I think they might have fixed it in most ports. Because supposedly, from what I've been hearing from like various, you know, people who play Doom, like creators, you know, who play Doom and whatnot. I think like if you you know, if you flip these switches too fast or something like that, it kind of like breaks the platform, you know, slash elevator thing, to where you can't be able to get up. Where it's like you can't be able to really get up, and I think like what's I want to say like this little spot right here would be impossible to really get get on. Ouch. Save it again because I have like a bit of an unwritten rule per se about, you know, when I play, you know, things like Doom, for example, where it's like if I get a key in any sort of way, I somehow save my game, whether it be like, you know, like a quick save or a hard save type of thing, and yeah, go from there. It's kind of like my own little like personal checkpoint. Hit that. Hit this. And you're good to go. Hello. I forget where the fuck the blue key is. It's somewhere in this area. Okay, I knew it had to be over here, because I think that it was like the whole situation with the chain gunners. Okay, so... Okay, so yeah, we don't really need to get a blue key. Not really required. All you need to really do is get a red key and then, you know, exit the level. So, yeah. Making good progress so far. Even though, like, we still have, to make our way to fucking map 30. Okay. Sorry, okay, I was just checking some stuff. Say it hard, say it just in case. Quick save. Sure, why not? Oh. Ow. Alright, come on, Mr. Revenue. Ow. God damn. back to 32, and I was like, the 100, and now I'm back to 32. Or I'm down to 32. Try and be careful. Okay, like those things, try to be careful. Okay. Okay. Nada. Ouch. Trying to hopefully, like, you know, take it out in a quick, an orderly type fashion. And that killed me. Okay, I gotta come up with something. Man, there. Like fucking fire. Okay. I'm gonna get that. Takes me back here. It's gonna lead there. This won't be right here. Barrels of fun. So we gotta hightail it because all these barrels are gonna eventually go boom. Yeah, make this, you know, like, you know, gets, you know, comes out of there, and more than likely, you know, it's gonna, and more than likely, it's gonna fire, and it's gonna, like, destroy all the barrels and whatnot. That. Making some progress. Making some progress. You know, in random ass hindsight, I probably could have like maybe done like for like my Epson statement and everything like that. I probably could have been able to have just done. Ow. Okay. Damn it. So now how am I gonna do this? Not that way. Obviously. Okay. I am so confused right now. It's like, where the fuck is going? Okay, there we go. Right here. Ow. Much better. Oh boy. Most infamous, probably one of the most infamous levels in Doom 2. The chasm. You know, it's kind of funny in a way, but I remember I was watching this video recently of like a Doom mod stream highlights thing that was done by a dude named Mr. Icarus, and he played a mod called Happy Happy, which is like an April Fool's type mod with Doom 2 levels and stuff like that. And I remember like and like the little part that he showed about where it's like the chasm was actually filled, you know, and it didn't have like, you know, all these fucking, you know, like all this, you know, slime pit and stuff. How did that one shot miss? Alright, so key card in hand. Looks like one of those one of those viewerbot, you know, spam viewerbot accounts managed to actually get through, but thankfully Seriebot took care of it. Now if everything goes well, I am going to, you know, of course, try and go. If everything goes well, I am going to try and hopefully, you know, like complete this, you know, this playthrough, and then I can be able to, like, you know, worry about, you know, on Saturday what I might do next, because I got a handful of, I do have a handful of new mods I can go play, so. Yeah. gotta be careful because, um, well, for one, there's that. Damn it. Yeah, the reason why I'm using the sickles is because, you know, they don't make noise. As you can see, there's like there's 1, 2, 3 lost souls. Even though like I don't know for sure if I go to this one area I need to go to if like, you know, they're gonna get awoken. Okay, so here, there. Okay. Okay. These two, I don't think. I don't think these two. I don't think these two lost souls have a line of sight on me, so I should be good. That one's probably going to see me eventually. Okay. Here's right. Too late. balls. Through about 5 more levels. Only 5 more levels to go. But yes, for those that don't know, and yeah, I don't mean to kind of like, direct your attention to something that's, not the game or whatever, but, so, I don't know how many people get hit with these, but every now and then, I've been known to see, like, these, every now and then, like, right, I've been known to see these, like, these viewer bot things that, they'll come into a person's chat, like mine, for example. They'll drop to like best viewers on streamdude.com, root space, and then add, like this, that, and the other. And like, I find it to be so fucking crazy that, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like, it makes you wonder, at least in my opinion. But it kind of makes you wonder, like, who in their right mind, for one, like, would want to click, would want to click on a link like that. And two, like, how pathetic is your life to be able to like be like, oh, I want to make these follower bot links and just spam people's spam streamers chats, and try to get them to do like this, that, and the other. Alright, so... Alright, so we're back here. Got blue key. Take care of everything up in this bitch. I will say, like, I do like the original version of the crossbow. Because, like, at most you can go, like, shoot through a lot of enemies, and I think, like, even shoot through, like, some, I want to say, like, you could shoot through, like, some walls and stuff like that, but kind of, like, take things out on the outside. I believe like normally on like lower difficulties would be like a BFG weapon here, but I don't think anything past that, it's like just an empty area. That and go there. Let's try it again with a different weapon. there's really a point. Yes, get rid of the Cyber Demon. Yeah, it's I had to be sure about like, you know, where I had to go. But you know what though? I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and just call it here for the day. Like I said, I wanted to kind of like do a bit of a makeup stream type of thing, you know, from yesterday, where you know, like my PSN was, you know, like being a bit of an asshole and you know, like always making me go, or always making me like appear offline, and thus, you know, it's like you know, fucking up any possibility of you know, like playing online games and shit like that. But so far, everything I think seems to be okay. Let me just check stuff. Yes, friends list, do its thing. No issues. No issues with that. This was chat. So yeah, everything seems to be going nicely. Um, I might do the thing. I might do the thing I was going to be doing originally on stream. You know, yesterday was like I was going. To, I'm probably gonna be doing a bit of a thing where um I I play some Elden Ring on my downtime. I'll be playing with my friend Pay. I'm trying to go with like the DLC, looking for various cookbooks within the thing, and also maybe like try and help people out in their worlds, and hopefully you know like I don't get any issues you know from that. You know, because I want to try to at least you know get the DLC cookbooks with you know from her. And I'll probably make like some random characters you know on my downtime you know and just play around with it, you know, or whatever. You know, just you know, off stream stuff, more or less. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this little random surprise stream and everything. Um, I'm, I will say like I do feel a bit better, you know, about things. You know, like I was able, you know, to like you know, I was able to, I was able to, you know, to stream something in some sort of way. Um, you know, and all that. So, and yeah, it seems like my internet's, you know, like being behaving itself. So, But yeah, we are gonna try and raid someone. I'm gonna probably I have a very good idea as to who I'm gonna raid, cause I know he's streaming, around this time. We're gonna go raid my friend Onyx, who's playing, I believe, the 2023 edition of Lords of the Fallen. Apparently, I guess, like, something that he managed to get with, like, with Twitch payout and stuff, so, yeah. Boy, you just got done doing a fucking ad. What? Twitch should not be allowed to do that. I don't care what anyone says. Like I fucking paused the thing for like a few seconds, so I can possibly be able to, be as. Oh my god, it's doing it again. Like I'm trying to do a thing, right, where it's like, I'm pausing the stream for just like a few seconds, so I can hopefully, be caught up on things, when I raid in. So like, I'm not too far off. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna go raid my friend Onyx. He's playing some Lords of the Fallen and everything. And I figured I'd give him a raid because, 'cause otherwise he might get a little defensive. No offense, but you know, figured a bit like, hey, let's do the thing. So, again, I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. Um, my next planned stream, if everything goes well, will hopefully be on Friday, which right now is going to be some possible Nightmare Reaper action. I'm going to be trying to see if we can do, some more of that. Saturday will be Shoot 'em Up Saturday, and I will be trying my best to finish off the remaining levels of Doom 2 with the disc mod. We're kind of, we're doing all that and then some. And probably on Sunday, I might return to more Bendy in the Dark Revival, because I hadn't played that game in a hot minute, and I want to have that playthrough under my belt for that. So, yeah. But until that time and everything like that, though, as always, if you enjoy what you saw today and you're watching this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, and all the usual good stuff. And feel free to follow me on Twitter as well, because I do post a lot of stuff there from time to time. But until I see y'all in the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.